nothing gets me down. You got it tough. I've seen the toughest around. And I know, baby, just how you feel. You got to roll with the punches and get to what's real. Can't you see me standing here? I got my back against the wrecking machine. I ain't the worst that you've seen. Can't you see what I mean? Might as well jump, jump. Might as well jump. Go ahead and jump, jump. Go ahead and jump. Oh, hey you, who said that? Baby, how you been? You say you don't know, you won't know until you begin. Can't you see me standing here? I got my back against the wrecking machine. I ain't the worst that you've seen. Can't you see what I mean? Might as well jump, jump. Go ahead and jump. Might as well jump, jump. Go ahead and jump. Jump.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me, cocked your head to the side and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me, saying get that together, come back and see me. 3 days since the living room, I realized it's all my fault but couldn't tell you. Yesterday you'd forgiven me, but it'll still be 2 days till I say I'm sorry.
Hold it now, I want to hoodwink. Does it make you stop, think? You'll think you're looking at Aquaman. I summon fish to the dish, although I like the chalet sweets, I like the sushi cause it's never touch a frying pan. Hot like wasabi when I bust rhymes, big like Leanne rhymes, because I'm all about value. Bert Camper's got the mad hits. You try to match wits, you try to hold me but I bust through. Can I make a break and take a pick? I like a stinking ink and shake out like vanilla. It's the finest of the flavors. Gonna see the show cause then you'll know the vertigo is gonna grow cause it's so dangerous you'll have to sign a waiver. Can't I help it if I think you're funny when you're mad? Trying hard not to smile though I feel bad. I'm the kind of guy who laughs at a funeral. Can't understand what I mean, well you soon will. I have a tendency to wear my mind on my sleeve. I have a history of taking off my shirt. It's been 1 week since you looked at me, threw your arms in the air and said you're crazy. 5 days since you tackled me, I still got the red burns on both my knees. It's been 3 days since the afternoon. You realize it's not my fault, but I'm only too soon. Yesterday you'd forgiven me, and now I'll sit back and wait till you say you're sorry. trying out the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops sticking. Watching X-Files with no lights on, with all our maisons. I hope the smoking man's in this one like Harrison Ford. I'm getting frantic, like Sting I'm tantric, like Snickers guaranteed to satisfy. Like Kurosawa, I make mad films. Okay, I don't make films, but if I did, they'd have a samurai. Gonna get a set of better clubs, gonna ride the kind with tiny nubs just so my irons aren't always flying off the backswing. Gonna get into my Sailor Moon cause the cartoonist got the boom anime babes that make me think the wrong thing. How can I help it if I think you're funny when you're mad? Trying hard not to smile though I feel bad. I'm the kind of guy who laughs at a funeral. Can't understand what I mean, you soon will. I have a tendency to wear my mind on my sleeve. I have a history of losing my shirt. It's been 1 week since you looked at me, dropped your eyes to the sides and said I'm sorry. 5 days since I laughed at you and said you just did just what I thought you were gonna do. 3 days since the living room, we realized we're both to blame, but what did we do? Yesterday, you just smiled at me, cause it'll still be 2 days till we say we're sorry. It'll still be 2 days till we say we're sorry. It'll still be 2 days till we say we're sorry. Richmond Stadium, home of the Robbie.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to The Pulse. Coming to you live from downtown Anderson. Oh, yeah, I see him. Don't you worry, I got this. We got them trolling us already tonight. Wow, look at that. We must be high class. Someone just...
Tourette's. It's like these people. It's like racist Tourette's.
Hey! Look at that! Welcome to the show, Tucson Scott.
Hey.
We're already getting trolled. Hey, man.
Right.
We must be doing something right out there. You see that? Yeah, Tourette's. There you go. They're starting on us early. We're already getting trolled on the show here. Yeah. Hey, Scott, welcome to the show. My co-host and sidekick, who's back in Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah.
How's that working out for you?
Don't ask right now.
There we go. For all those who didn't know, Scott came out here to Alaska and spent about a week with us and went to the Nenana Ice Classic. And we'll talk about that in a little while. Let's get some stuff going out here. That's going well for you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get some plugs out there. All right, first of all, we got Clear Sky Lodge Bar and Grill. They are open. Just a reminder, their hours have changed. They're open Tuesday through Sunday, 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. And just a reminder that grill is open till 9. They got the pool tournament coming up on Friday night at 7 p.m. Lots of fun. I try and get involved in that. Also, Tuesdays, they do have Tuesday taco night, which I did sneak in there and pile in some tacos, just to let you know, as you could imagine. Let's see. Also, we got Roughwoods down in Nenana. Just a reminder, they are open 6 days a week, open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and closed on Tuesday, and that they serve breakfast all day down there. And I'm sure Roughwoods Rick will sneak in eventually. All right. Now let's, I'm getting to it. Someone just shot to me, hey, what's the weather doing? Stick your head outside. Believe me, it's dumping snow right now. For all those that thought that beautiful springtime weather was just going to hang on for a while, guess what? Not. Scott, you missed it, dude. You know that?
It didn't snow at all. There was a little bit of floaty flurry kind of things going on.
Right.
But that was it. That was it.
Well, let me tell you what, it's dumping snow out there right now. For those of you who are not from here, which I see a lot of new listeners out there on the air, we are in Anderson, Alaska. That's in the interior of Alaska, up north middle area, up by Fairbanks. We're in the like a road stop in the middle. Is that what you'd call us? No, we got a beautiful.
No, I wouldn't call it that.
No, we're pretty killer. We are in the bush though, and currently it is. Let's see here. Actually, let me pull it up. Let's see what our weather's saying out there right now for our temperature. I'll get a live temperature. Currently, it is 22 degrees out in the positive. Yes, that's right. I said it. You heard it here. We are positive 22 degrees right now. We've got a low of 17 tonight. And you guessed it. If you live here, you got your head out the window. It is snowing and it is dumping. We're supposed to have a few days of that. We've got a high of 21 tomorrow, low of 2. We got 80% chance of snow through the day. I'm going to say that, yeah, it's going to hit us. They're calling anywhere from 8 to 10. So here we go again, peoples. Spring is a myth right now. If you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. Going into Friday, we've got a high of 18, and here we go again. We're dropping back into the negatives, but it ain't our normal negatives, so let's smile and wave. Friday, we've got a high of 18, a low of -1, only about 5% chance. Going to Saturday, we've got a high of 15 and a low of -7. Going to be sunny all day, only be about 5% chance. Then too, Sunday, this is where things start to change again. We've got a high of 12 and a low of -13. Still no chance so far coming in. And Monday, we've got a high of 8 and a low of -12. So we're back into the negatives at night again. Aren't you glad you missed that, Scott? Kind of. No?
Yeah. I think I am. I wanted to see some snow, and
you saw it.
I wanted to. I didn't see a like I said. I didn't see a temperature lower than I saw in October.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Which is weird.
It was beautiful.
It's strange.
It was flat out beautiful. So
yeah.
Scott, you came all the way out. I mean, you came all the way out from Tucson, and got to spend some time here, and got to do the tripod raising. And matter of fact, let me see here. I got a few more. Let's see. What else other news did I have here? Someone just shot me a little message here on the side. Yeah. Let me see. No, it is over. State disaster assistance for the online registration ended on March 4th. Just to let you know, that ended on March 4th. Let me see if anyone else has any questions. I could shoot some info out. Someone wants to know about COVID testing. Let me pull up the latest and greatest on that. Notice how COVID that's just kind of fell by the wayside. Do you notice that?
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's not COVID-19. It's Putin-19 now.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, we're changing. We're switching up.
We got a new disease that everyone likes to talk about.
Okay, let me see here. Let me pull this up here. Let me pull up the test. Let's see here. They still have it posted that okay, Monday and Wednesday. Okay, this is in Tri-Valley up at Healy at the old ATM room up there at Tri-Valley Community Center. They still have it posted showing Mondays and Wednesdays 2:30 p.m. through 6:30 p.m. and then Tuesdays and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then it looks like they threw in another Thursdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Okay, I'm getting messages on the side. What is up with this guy? Why am I being trolled here? You know?
Let's see. I want to see.
Okay, well, kiss him goodbye. You know what? I don't get it. I just don't get it. These people have no lives.
That's all, folks.
Here we go, guys. Hey, guess what?
That's all, folks.
Kiss them goodbye, trolls. I don't get it. People have no lives. Let's go find a podcast in the middle of freaking Alaska and troll them. What kind of life do you have to go find that and do that? You know what I mean? I mean, wow. Okay, back to COVID testing. Sorry out there, folks. It's irritating. Okay, they're showing rapid testing is still available on Tuesdays here in Anderson. Tuesdays from 1 to 2 p.m. at the Anderson School. And of course, that's out in front of the library there. And there's your there's your token, your token for getting. I don't even know where I was going with that. Scott, you got anything, or you just got to leave it alone?
No, I found chocolate.
Is it coconut patties? Dude, we didn't get any coconut patties. Did you notice that? That's just wrong. You know? And anyone that wants to get the jab is still available. You can call 750-4182. Okay, that was my latest update on that.
You know those, you know when you buy really fancy whiskey and it comes in the tube, like the really solid
Is that like
cardboard tube? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
I think like Glenlivet has one.
Yeah.
And it's all nice. It's like linen on the outside.
Right.
Well,
right.
I got a container. I got a container like that. That's Bailey's Irish cream chocolates.
Really?
Bring it to me. I need it right now.
Yeah. See?
Do you hear it? You know who just joined.
I need the Irish cream.
I think you got creamed.
Oh, man.
All right. Welcome to the show, Rick.
Hey, guys. How are we doing tonight?
Are you fella bunching?
No, I hurt my back.
Did you?
Oh, no.
I saw your truck by the house when I did a drive-by.
Yeah.
I figured, what'd you do?
Well, I got it. It's from years past. It just keeps going on and on. It's just, it just strained it real bad here the last couple of days. And I tried to work through it today and couldn't do it. So,
yeah. Sorry to hear that.
So I've been laying on the heating pad all afternoon and got some little muscle actually pulling me now.
Well, I could tell. Scott, all he needs is some Irish cream to go with that.
Damn right.
All right, Scott. Sorry, your chocolates. You got Bailey's Irish. Were they Bailey's chocolates?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're just
sorry. I'm eating.
Circle K.
Yeah. So they were at Circle K. The regular, like, I don't know what they are, $6 for the big tube.
Yeah.
They have them all cleared out for $2 each. and they're like a foot. They're a foot tall. The containers of them. Yeah.
To fill a shopping cart.
And I only no, I should have. So there's two things there. I was like, like wonder how much that is. So I got that. That's a good deal. And then
doorbell's going.
And then they had these bottles of whiskey, bourbon. Sorry, bourbon. And I normally, it's not something I normally go and get. Not
right.
You're out of here.
We got some new listeners jumping on.
So they had these bottles of bourbon called Basil Hayden's, right? Yeah. They're marked $5, and I'm like, oh, must be some crappy brand that's on sale. So I grabbed one of them, and I bought it. And it's like I said, I don't normally drink bourbon, but I go home and I'm start looking online, and they're like, I don't know. I think the one on sale I found was $40.
Really?
$40, yeah. Like, so it's a $40 to $50 bottle of bourbon for $5.
Really?
Rick perk up.
Yeah.
Rick's on muscle relaxes. He's like,
$5. Yeah. Distilled in Kentucky. Yeah. Straight up from Kentucky bourbon.
Right out of the
$5. It's basil, Hayden's.
Basil Hayden's.
Basil
Yeah.
Hayden's. Everyone's
Basil like
Googling it
the
right now.
basil like the herb, and then Hayden. If you're from Arizona, you know Hayden. If you've ever been to Scottsdale, right? Hayden.
I wonder if it's like Boone's Farm apple wine, $3 bottles.
No, it's actually not. I'm actually looking at it right now.
Yeah, it's made in Frankfort, Kentucky.
Yeah.
It's bourbon. It's actual. Yeah, it's real bourbon for $5. Yeah,
James
like you,
Distilling
kind of like you.
What are they get? Are they basically giving booze away because the price of gas is so damn high anymore?
Right. It might be cheaper for me to go back and buy the rest of these bottles of bourbon and use them for gas fill-ups.
Dude, do you think, Scott?
Gas is $4.60 here.
Yeah,
and I know that's good. I know that's good for the rest of the country. Like I shouldn't be whining.
Right.
Yeah, I saw it today. So $4.59.
I bet you your Yugo just would fly on that bourbon if you used it instead of fuel.
I don't have a Yugo.
What do you have, a Toyota Prius?
No. I have a Ford. So
he's got a Ford. He's got a, it's a Fusion.
Yeah,
Fusion. Huh? He wears his tinfoil hat when he drives it.
Mm-hmm.
And his cowboy boots and his Speedos.
Yep.
Oh, right. All right. Yep. So first of all those new listeners out there, I want to welcome you to the show. You've picked the pulse in Anderson and Nenana, coming to you live from downtown Anderson, Alaska. That's up in the interior of Alaska, for those that didn't know. And current time here is 6:53, and it is 24 degrees. How's that for you?
Snowing.
No, it's not snowing. It is dumping.
Again and again and again.
And again.
Go away.
Is it ever going to end? It's like Groundhog Day, dude.
I know.
Everyone says, hey, it's spring. It's 28 degrees. I'm like, yeah, just wait 5 minutes.
Yeah, thanks, Brett.
Yeah. That's what we're all saying. Okay, so this last weekend was the Nenana Ice Classic weekend.
And what did Scott get to do? He walked on water.
He did. So Tucson Scott, who's on the air with us, he was here out in Alaska with us. He joined us for the Nenana Ice Classic days. And Saturday we went out and looked at all the goodies and got together with peoples and that sort of thing and had fun for the festivities. And then Sunday he came out on the ice and he helped raise the tripod. So tell us about your experience of Nenana Ice Classic. Give us some here. Let's hear it.
Oh, it was wonderful. I'll never forget it. It's quite the experience. I even told you, like, I want to go every year now.
Right.
There's nothing quite like, doing something that's that important, in the middle of winter.
You got to show up 10 minutes earlier. That way you can actually get on the rope and pull.
Well,
show up late and let go.
Well, it said 3:30, not 10 after 3. They started early.
No, they're down there at 3:30.
We were there at 3:40.
You were late.
Yeah, they started on time. I think
did they?
I think the rope was in everyone's hands at 3:30. Probably.
You both had to put your damn makeup on before you showed up.
No, it wasn't me.
Scott had to pick the flimsiest little negligee to go out on the ice with.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go. All right, let's break it down for him. Okay, so let's talk about Saturday and all the festivities on Saturday. Go ahead. Tell me what you thought about everything. I mean, you got to do and meet a lot of people too. You had some.
Yeah, it was really neat, and it's all day, right? You should try to do all day, right? I was only there for the middle of the day, and I look back at it and I'm like, I wish I could have been there a little earlier and wish I could have stayed a little bit late. Like things that we missed that we didn't get to see was they had the karaoke contest at night.
Yeah.
And then they have fireworks after. That would have been cool.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, the contests are absolutely neat. We saw a few of them. The pickle eating contest.
John was a part of that.
Right.
John into the pickle puss.
Well, they also had the activities going on Sunday too, because I got involved with the grungy Carhartt contest, and I've got second place. I got second place.
Who got first?
I'm not sure who it was, but he got a new coat out of the deal.
Really?
Yeah, I got a new vest out of the deal. So,
wow.
When you got 3 competitors competing,
you gotta get something. Is that what you're saying? You're gonna get something?
Yeah.
Did they have to custom order your vest so it would fit?
No. I had to go to town and have it tailor made.
By Alaska Tarpon Tent.
Yeah. And stamp Carhartt on it.
Carhartt hut. Well, it was pretty awesome.
And then the kids, I went back in there a little later on, and the kids were doing limbo contest, and they were getting $1. They're handing out dollars for every kid that went underneath the limbo.
I think we just missed that, didn't we?
It was on Sunday.
Oh,
was it on Sunday? I thought it was Saturday.
They did that Sunday.
Yeah, I thought it was Saturday.
They probably did it both days.
Yeah.
I noticed that any of the kids who participate in any of the contests or the races, they all get $1.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's really neat. It was really cool.
I think the Cog Hill started that years ago.
Years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 4th of July, they started that, and then they carried it over to Ice Classics.
Yeah. Yeah. I know they did the pop scramble. For those that don't know what that is, it's basically throwing soda out on the ice. I saw a couple families really cleaned up.
Oh, yeah. How many did John get?
He did. I don't think he got into the pop scramble. He got in a sled race. I know that.
The saucer race, yeah.
Yeah, the saucer race down Main Street.
Did Scott push any of the kids down and take their sodas away?
No.
He was having a hard time just walking around, I think.
Oh, my gosh.
$5 tennis shoes.
Yeah.
Those $5 Vans, special made for Alaska.
He did. He had those custom made.
I did.
He had those Vans custom made from the Vans shop. He was praying they were going to make it in time just so he had them when they for the trip. He did. He had custom Vans made just to come to Alaska.
They sent those from China because they were late, and I think they might have felt bad. I got them from whatever mainland city they were made in like 4 or 5 days.
Oh, wow.
That's how fast they shipped them. They came DHL.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But no, they were great. They were great. They wouldn't be great if you were, I would say, working in, feet of snow. They would not be the type of, you'd want boot. It isn't, There's nothing else that's going to replace it. But for what I did this weekend, they're perfect. They're like still brand new.
Yeah. They're warm. They're lined. I mean, they're waterproof. He got Vans that were custom made just for winter.
Yeah. They have a thermal sock kind of like cushioning on the inside, and they're totally waterproof on the outside. Yeah. They work perfectly.
My dumb ass just goes to Fred Meyer's and buys Skechers.
Right. Well, the thing that's crazy is I found one person selling them, and they were like $135, and I got them custom made for like right about $100. It's actually cheaper to have them custom made.
Wow.
So I don't, and they're like sold out everywhere. The one place I found them, it was like, I don't even know if they had my size. They had like, one available in size 7.5. It's like, Like, it ain't gonna work. we have
Sure,
7.5 and 14. Which one would you like?
Yeah, size 14. Pair of
Just
skis.
wear extra socks. Just wear extra
Yeah.
socks. It'll be
Extra
fine.
socks.
Right.
Here it comes, the extra socks. So Saturday was a blast. Got to meet a lot of people. Scott, you got to meet a lot of people down there. Get involved with some of the goodies down there. Let's see, you got to meet Verhagen in person and go talk to him. He remembered you too. He remembered you from the show. Yeah, it was kind of cool. He was down there with his book, his children's book that he wrote and illustrated. Did you see his book, Rick?
No.
Got lots of pictures. I figured you'd be all over it.
No, I've been busy working. I've been in the weeds.
too busy for a pop-up book?
Too busy for a pop-up book.
If anyone would get it, Rick would. Oh, look, it's got pictures.
Amuse myself for hours on. Woo, woo.
Yeah. Knew that was coming. And then Sunday,
surprise every page when you turn. Wow, popped up.
Yeah. So I kind of, what's it? Ernie the Ermy was the book. Yeah, we picked one up. We ended up getting one of the books. They're actually really, really neat.
Cool.
So shout out to Verhagen for that. That's pretty cool. Definitely neat. So then we, and Scott got he got out of the house a little late because I was pushing him for the Alaska experience. You know what that is, Rick?
Getting your makeup on, putting your negligee, and head out the door.
No, I made him drive.
He drove Saturday.
He's in a Subaru. I said, "I'll see you down there."
Yeah, he showed up. He said he drove himself.
Yeah,
he felt like a big boy. I'm a big boy now. I can drive.
I didn't know where to go. I was like, okay, I'll go. I'm going to Nenana. Okay, I know that place. I'll just show up there.
Kind of hard to miss it. You drive right by it. Whoa,
right. All right, I'm here.
Head out and just keep making lefts. You'll run into Nenana.
He did too. That's exactly what he said.
I said, keep making lefts. You'll run into Nenana. So yeah, I made him drive in the snow. I gave him the full Alaska experience.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all.
No, it wasn't what you were thinking, was it?
You should try to drive around today with the blowing snow and snow dust and all that stuff.
Well, that's round two. That's when he gets back.
Round two.
We're breaking them in easy, Rick.
I sure hope I don't go there in May and you guys still have iced roads and snow coming down.
You never know. Mother's Day snow, man.
I've seen snow on 4th of July.
I have to. Yeah,
I was sitting on Adigan Pass hanging tire chains on 4th of July.
No, that's just wrong. Sitting there top of the world.
I was heading for the top of the world and I spun out.
No. Just say no, definitely. Well, I can honestly say it snowed on me on my bike in June, like the first week of June. When we were riding towards, where'd we go? Valdez. When we headed to Valdez in a group.
In the lower spots, the cooler spots will do that.
We got snowed on. We got hammered one time pretty good.
Well, June doesn't get all that warm.
No, it doesn't. I got a rule about riding my bike. I don't know if I ever told you that or not, Rick.
Only in the sunshine?
No, 43 degrees and above. That's my rule.
In the sunshine.
Pretty much. Yeah. It's got to be 43 or above.
I got a rule on my bike too.
You got to ride it though.
I got to get the tags so I can ride it. The tags.
That's a different type of rule. They're called laws.
Yeah. They're called laws. In the state of Alaska, it's called the law. Registration's a must.
How don't follow the laws. I follow rules.
Hey, if they can't see it, they don't know if it's expired, right?
Well, that's the rule in the wintertime here, Scott.
Yeah. That only applies in the wintertime, Scott. Summertime,
Right, yeah, because you
you're
can't read a
screwed.
plate in the wintertime. Generally, they're under 4 or 5 inches of blow off and snow on the back, so you can't see them anyway. You know? So we got you out on the ice Sunday. Well, we got you down to it anyway. And then you went out on the ice, Scott, and you got to help with the tripod. Walk us through it that way. As me and Rick were commentating. By the way, listeners, we did go live out there from the ice on Sunday, which was a lot of fun once we got it figured out and working.
It took us 20 minutes to do that.
Right. Well, it was easy from doing it at home. I found the start live button here. It was gone.
Anyway, left it at home.
Right. Exactly. So we got down to the ice where Scott was walking on water. Tell us about your experience out there with the people and stuff. I mean, they grabbed a hold of you. You weren't getting away, were you?
Yeah. Because what happened is it was an abnormal year because the hole that they cut out for the base flooded. So what happened is when they raised it, everyone was like, "Oh, good, it's standing straight up," and they just took off.
Yeah.
And so, the guy that you saw that grabbed a hold of me, he was like, "Are you going to stay?" because we got to turn it, and we don't know how that's going to work out right now.
Picture this: we got Scott here from Tucson. He's out there on the ice in the middle of the Tanana River in a pair of Vans,
a skimpy ass
Levi 501s, a T-shirt, and a Russian fuzzy hat.
Don't forget his negligee, because he was freezing with that wind.
It was easy to spot Scott out on the ice.
It was.
I could tell you though. So I helped with. Well, this is where it gets weird. This is only in Alaska can you say this. I helped with 2 of the 4 legs of the tripod.
2 of the 4 legs. I know. Go ahead.
And the first one,
we have evidence.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first one that I helped with, there was only like 3 guys on it. Yeah. And it was almost like we were picking it up and the weight would just shift on all of us, like at different times. Like the guy in the front gets all the weight, then the guy in the back gets all the weight. Most times the guy in the back. There was a point when the guy in the back of me had to move around me, and I felt the weight of that whole leg.
Really?
And that, oh yeah. It was.
Those legs, they're like 450 pounds.
Yeah, It went like, all of a sudden my thigh bone said hello. You know. Like, and all I can tell myself, just stand straight up and just don't move. You'll be okay. So those right. Yeah, those legs weigh a lot. They do. Yeah. But yeah, so helped with the two legs and then twisting the tripod to get into that hole ended up not being that big of a deal. They were able to do it with Burke bars or crow bars or whatever they're using. So they're able just to push it along, and we're able to do it with just they started with 4 guys to twist it, and they were able to get it done. But it's an experience.
It is.
Love to see it. Love to see it again. And for me, it's like I've watched like the documentary, and I'm seeing all these faces. Like the guy that's up on the ladder, he's the guy in the documentary. That's the guy who builds the tripod, from scratch. So it's just neat to like. I'm, you know, seeing him work. I'm seeing, you know, the way his mind works and the way he knows exactly where everything goes. It's like it's memorized. You know, everybody's got something they're really good at. That's his thing for sure.
The engineer.
He knows, he knows exactly what to where everything goes and how everything needs to line up with the nails and everything. And yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
You know, one of the cool highlights that I found out there through this whole experience of Scott being up here on the ice.
Tell me.
When he was being a little whiny little bitch when his son was hitting him with snowballs.
He threw an ice block at me that was the size of a softball. That's the only time I was like, you better stop.
Oh my God.
He was like he's gonna run home and tell mommy that he's hitting snowballs.
Oh, I'm glad my mom wasn't there.
Oh, matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and post that on there right now on the Pulse site. Let's see here. I've got a great picture.
What? Which one?
And I didn't cry on the ice. Don't say I cried on the ice. That's a term that will never be able to describe me. I cry on the ice. It's not going to happen.
You were a whiny little bitch.
The only time I cry because environment has been like when it's like 122 in Phoenix.
Right.
I think I teared up.
Yeah. And Scott was afraid to jump down in the hole they cut out until I got in it.
I was afraid he was going to fall through. All right, I just posted it to the Pulse page for all those that are listening out there on the Pulse in Anderson and Nenana. We had Rick go ahead and take a picture of me, John, and Scott out there in front of the tripod after it was set, and I just posted it to the Pulse page. Enjoy.
It was a great day.
It really was.
The sun was out. I mean, the sun was out. A light breeze.
Dude, I was cooking.
It was beautiful.
I was cooking. Yeah. I know a lot of people were pretty chilly because it was breezy out there on the ice. I admit it. But, man, when that sun had hit you, I was cooking out there on the ice.
It was great.
Yeah, I was loving it. So, let's see. You got to join in the festivities on Saturday, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
You got to join in on Sunday, plus raise the tripod.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
I got a poster. I took the poster home, and it made it very safe on the airplane. And now I'm going to have to measure it out and get it framed.
Yeah, because that's my bucket list thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'd like to get more of them. Right, every tripod that I've been there.
Right.
You know, during raising, that's cool.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, and I think that's what I'll do. If I go back, the only thing I would change is be there more, be there for more time.
Right.
Those 2 days are jam packed, and it's right. Like even if you look at the schedule, on Saturday you could be there at 8 a.m. and there's something going on, all the way to Rick. When does the fireworks end? 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, something like that.
So is he not on?
Nah, he jumped back on. He's kind of there.
Oh. He's muted. Oh, yeah, he's gone.
Is he?
Yeah,
I see him. Yeah. I didn't even flush him.
Oh.
He'll be back.
Okay. Yeah, that's the only thing I would have changed is more time on Saturday.
Right.
And even on Sunday. Pretty much I think there's not much that goes on after the raising of the tripod. So I think it starts at 9 or 10 in the morning. There's some small events, and I guess the pop scramble is then.
Right.
So yeah.
I mean, I think I actually, let me see here. Ice Classic weekend. I actually have the list of stuff. Yeah, it actually starts at 8 a.m. for breakfast. 9 a.m. the craft and vendors booths open. 10 a.m. is the sign up for the sled dog race. This is all on Saturday. 10:30 is when the mayor does the leads the community in Pledge of Allegiance. They got a beadword contest at 10:40, 10:45 homemade dessert contest. 11 is the poster presentation and the pin presentation for the year.
Okay, hang on a second, Brett. I missed a few of that. I had a phone call I took care of there.
Oh, is that what you were doing? No, I was just going over the stuff on Saturday. What happened?
Oh, the
Starts
list
at 8 for breakfast, and you got the vendor booths and stuff open at 9. The sled dog race at 10. The mayor does the welcome guest and community and does the Pledge of Allegiance. 10:40 is the beadwork contest. 10:45 was the homemade dessert contest. 11's the poster presentation and pins, and then they got the hula hoop at 11:15. The concession stands open at 11:30. 12 was the sack races. 12:30 cutest baby. I mean, it just goes on and on. You know, they had a magician there at 1 p.m. 1:30 was the saucer races. 2:30 pickle puss contest. The limbo contest was at 2:45. 3:15 bubblegum blowing contest. Should have stuck around for that one. Oh, I'm not even going to say what's at 3:30 because you guys will just attack me on that one.
What?
No, the donut eating contest was at 3:30. 4 p.m.
Man.
This was Rick, the lemon sucking contest. And 4:30 was the pop scramble. And Sunday they started all over again with stuff. And yeah, I mean, they had the homemade quilt contest. They had the breakfast from 9 to 11. I mean, and then Saturday night, 5 to 8 was the karaoke contest. 7:30, they had the fire dancing at the Railroad Depot. And then at 8 p.m. was on Saturday night was the fireworks display. So, I mean, this is a huge thing. You know, I mean, they just do it to it. It's quite amazing. You know,
a lot of people show up for that, and it's great to see people come down to watch everything and get involved.
Yeah, it really is. It's really neat. And, you know, I find it because I got to see people I hadn't seen in a very long time, which was kind of nice. You know, some of the elders and stuff that I hadn't seen in a long time. Mm-hmm. And it was really cool. It was really, really cool. You know. But it is. It's part of the history. The first Nenana tripod was what did we say? 1917, right?
Yep, 117 years ago.
Yeah.
Older than the town.
Yeah. This is 105th year of the tripod.
The railroad is the one that actually started that.
Right. It was a betting pool. The workers.
Yeah. $800.
Yeah,
it was it was a straight pool of $800 was the first one, which had to be a hell of a lot of money. In 19 like that sounds like a lot of money for 1917.
Right.
The back in the days when you know 2 cents might get you a sandwich, you know.
Right. That still happens down at Roughwoods.
Oh!
I'll put my 2 cents in on that one, bro.
Right.
2 cent sandwich Wednesdays? Is that what it was?
You try to come get a 2 cent sandwich and see what happens there. You might get a piece of bread with butter. If you're lucky.
2 cents, I'm in.
Yeah, that sounds great. I'll take 50.
Exactly. You heard it here on the air. Roughwood Drink, just throw it out there.
I said you might get lucky. I didn't say it was going to happen. You might.
Get a cup of coffee and 50 slices of bread. I'm good.
Cup of coffee and a loaf of toast.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah, see, it's happening now. It's already going. Well, I'm glad you were here for it, Scott. I know you've been wanting to be a part of it for a long time, and you actually got to get here and be a part of it, and it was amazing. Really
He
was.
did look a little nervous when he first walked out on the ice.
Oh, dude, you should have seen him walking on when we first stepped out on there.
He looked a little concerned.
He was looking around going, where's the shore? You were too, Scott, weren't you?
Well, you kind of made it a little dramatic. You're like, we have to walk a mile and a half to walk a mile and a half back because this is where
full experience.
That wasn't the full experience. Would have been for you just to push me off the bank into a pile of snow. Yeah, and then I had to wait 5 minutes for you and Rick to climb up the bank after me. It's like, am I really that young? I'm like looking down at you guys.
Well, when you weigh 100 pounds compared to 250 and 300, I mean, what do you expect?
I mean, Rick gained that extra 50. Now he's 300 pounds. I mean, watching him waddle up that bank was pretty impressive. I must admit.
I'm glad I went in front of you because I looked down and you were sinking up to your knees.
I was. It's getting deep out here.
Yeah, I saw that bank and I was like, I'm just gonna run up it as fast as I can. So, like, I don't want to get in my new Vans, and they did perfect. Yes.
You left John in the dust. He's like panting. He looked like a chihuahua behind you going. Kid's like 45 pounds wet, 12 years old. We try and pack food on him and it don't work. The people were looking at him like fish bait. He made it though. He made it. It was a lot of fun out there.
I would love to go again. Like I said, the only thing I change is more time.
Right.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Don't forget about that red hat that he saw on the ice out there. He saw that red house, remember, on the ice?
Oh, yeah.
House. The Eskimo, they're out there ice fishing.
Dude,
did you hear what I said to? Did you hear what I said to Rick, Brett?
No.
I'm like, why are people camping on the ice?
Because they can.
Right? For those of you who are wondering, there was we call them their Eskimo tents, pop-up tents for ice fishing, and someone was out there ice fishing. Why are they camping out on the ice? That's pretty good.
It's a horrible place to camp. You get your sleeping bag all wet.
Right. Oh, no, it was good. It was definitely a good experience for you. I'm glad you got up here. I know you totally unwound while you're up here because we just live in a totally different world from the lower 48.
Yeah, any time you take a trip to Alaska, it's probably never enough time.
Right.
There'll always be something else around the corner that you're going to want to stay for. So, so ever plan an Alaska trip, pat it.
I know. I called you when you got off the plane. I go, how you doing? You go, that's all I got out of you. You're back in Tucson. How's that working out for you? Not good.
Yeah, no,
it doesn't sound too bad. He's buying $5 bottles of bourbon.
Right. Well, that's how we entertain ourselves here. So. No, it's just I had the flights, doing the what do you call flights? The red eye flights.
Yeah,
they're awful.
They're brutal.
Yeah, because and I probably slept more this time, and I probably got maybe 3 hours sleep during the flight. I say about hour and a half each flight I had, and that's kind of a lot. Yeah. It's more than expected, I would say.
Yeah.
Was that a direct flight?
No. No direct flights. But yeah, Seattle was a layover.
Yeah, you got to fly to Seattle and then the Wright brothers pick you up to take you into Tucson.
It's exactly the same plane every single time. It's almost exactly the same distance.
Is it? Yeah, it's a split, isn't it?
Yeah,
Seattle's.
it's really close. I think sometimes the Tucson flight could be a little bit longer, but it's like by minutes. It's not like anything dramatic. I mean, they're both about 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
So, and for some reason, the flight from Seattle to Fairbanks is always early. From whatever they tell you,
20 minutes early. Yeah.
Right. It's something you could just slide that 20 minutes off of it, and you'll know that's when you're going to be there.
Right. That's because there's no air traffic heading this way other than a few airplanes. You might pass the one going south. Wave at them as you go by.
Planes going south.
Well, see, this is the thing, though. I think miles wise, it's further from Seattle than it is from Tucson.
Yeah.
But the Fairbanks route could be quicker.
Yeah.
So that's also what's weird. Also, too, I did notice this last time because I used a flight tracker because I never watch movies. I always listen to music and just watch the flight tracker or sleep, right? But I noticed that the one from Seattle to Fairbanks goes a lot higher up. I mean, I think
37,000 feet, I think.
Yeah, that's about that. Yep.
Yeah. By the time you reach the ceiling, you're already descending and dropping down into Fairbanks.
Tucson may hit 33, but doesn't necessarily all the time. Maybe it's like 31, 32. But it goes, that one, the Fairbanks one goes a lot higher up.
Right.
So that probably has a lot to do with it too.
Yeah.
So,
well, like I said, the Tucson one or the Fairbanks one, when you get out of Seattle, by the time you hit ceiling, just to wherever they're at, you're already descending. You can actually feel yourself descending back down into Fairbanks.
Right.
You know? I mean, it's not a bad flight, you know?
No, it's not bad. And as long for me, it's like, I go to the lounges anyway or whatever, you know, so it's like I fly for 3 hours, eat cookies, drink.
Right. You had toffee cookies. I pointed you to the toffee crunch cookies.
Yeah. So I was doing that, have a beer or two, when I was there in the morning, it's like, it's too early for beer. I'll take a beer. No. I was like, too early for beer. I'll take a 7 and 7.
Right. Let's do this right.
Too early for beer. What the hell?
It's too early for beer. Let's have a 7 and 7. That's exactly right too.
So. But Seattle's a good airport though to have a layover in.
Lounges, great lounge. Yeah. Here's a funny one for you, Rick. Scott goes to hit the Platinum, the Centurion Lounge. Yeah. It was so packed. The gal in the Centurion goes, "You may want to go to another lounge. We're packed."
Well, the thing that surprised me is
card didn't let him in.
Oh no, he could have gotten in.
I could have gotten in.
He had a tough layover.
There was no seats. There was a couple seats available at other people's tables.
Yeah.
So I would have
platinum card did you no good to get into that lounge.
Oh no,
right.
Got him into the Delta for nothing.
Yeah, it got me into the Delta for nothing. But the lady, this is what the whole thing was. The lady goes, "You should go over to the Delta Sky Lounge instead. It's nicer over there." The lady at the Centurion Lounge said that. It's nicer over there, and I already kind of knew. So the Centurion over there is small. Yeah. It's a pretty small one. It's got all the same stuff as the other ones do, but it's it's kind of a miniaturized one. But the Sky Lounge over there is enormous, and it's really comfortable. So it's she's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, but can you imagine if you went to McDonald's and they're like, you should go get a burger over there at that Burger King place. They're a lot better. You get our fries and then go across the street and get one of their Whoppers. It's a good combo. Like, you can't.
Platinum is king because there you go, right? You walked right over to the
Well-
Delta Sky Lounge.
Well,
And there you
it goes into my rant about airline cards. Like if I had an airline card and that same exact thing happened, I would be eating McDonald's for $15 McDonald's meal and drinking a $10 beer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, because I couldn't get into any other place, but with the platinum card, I just walked to the next one.
Right.
Like who's gonna feed me for free? like all grumpy.
Free booze?
Yeah. Where's my free booze and food? Like, you know.
And it's not like we don't have many choices because we could get into any club out there. You know? I mean, and you're in a hub like SeaTac. I mean, there's more lounges than we know what to do with. You know,
right?
Every 150 feet in freaking SeaTac is another lounge.
Well, I mean, there's a few we can't get into. We can't get into American.
Right.
No United. But the weird thing about United is all of their sub brands we can get into. That's strange.
Right.
But not an actual United. I think the Admiral.
Yeah.
Or is that American? I can't remember.
American. That's American.
Yeah. Admiral Lounge or whatever. We can't get into Alaska.
Right. Which is, who cares?
Right.
If I want a wrap sandwich, I pull one out of the vending machine.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but Alaska Airlines, such a gimmick. I was telling Scott about that. Scott's flying out, right? He's flying out the other night. He's all, dude, I'm at the Delta gate, and there's like 40 people, and there's like 240 over at Alaska. I'm like, can you see where this is going? Because everyone is so Alaska proud. They're sucking ass at the moment to get on an Alaska Airlines flight.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I get it. You're like, you know.
Scott's like on the Delta plane. He goes, dude, I'm like stretching out, and they bumped me up to Comfort Plus already. Alaska's like, can we squeeze this guy with a pit bull next to you?
Right.
Exactly.
Alaska Airlines. Sorry, I'm just like I'm like a hater when it comes to them. Their Alaska airline card. We talked about that before. I'm sorry,
right.
It's garbage. It's garbage. You might as well have a finger hut card.
Well, if you're a credit card warrior and you're one of those people who do offers and dump cards.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah,
that's a great one to do. Is the Alaska Airlines
90-day card? A 90.
Well, no, it's a 2 year. I'll give it 2 years.
Years?
You should. Yeah, 2 years. Like if you get that Alaska Airlines card, you keep it for 2 years, fill it up with points, and when you're done, take a couple free flights, and enjoy their lounges and
flights with a pit bull on your lap and call it good.
Right.
Alaska Airlines. I'm sorry. I love Alaska. I love everything it stands for. But, the garbage, the hype for Alaska Airlines, I got one thing to say about it. There you go. I mean, yeah, you ever notice that on Alaska Airlines, flying from either from Fairbanks to Seattle or Fairbanks to Anchorage, you don't even get a seat with a monitor in the headrest. You're like stuck. You're like stuck reading pamphlets of water landings on there. I'm sorry, but it's garbage.
I was able to get on one of the fancier airplanes Alaska Airlines has. It was the one that flew back and forth to the islands.
Yeah.
When I flew out of Seattle down to LA years ago. Yeah, they had
the upgraded one.
There.
It had a monitor in the headrest that you could actually watch a movie or something.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that airplane.
Well, if it was and if it went out that far, was the first class like was it those pits, or was it seats in first class? I've never been on one of those. I've never been on one of those planes.
Really?
The plane. I know I take that back. I was on a Virgin Airlines once that had the like they're almost like cubby rooms.
Yeah.
When you first get on the plane, they're like these little cubby rooms.
Yeah. First class
And
stretch. Yeah, the stretch. Yeah.
There's like they have a bed that folds out.
Right.
And they have access to showers in first class.
Yeah.
Like how indulgent of a person do you have to be? Like, I just finished my peanuts. I think I'm gonna go take a shower. Like, who are you?
Right. Hello and welcome to the show. I see some new listeners that jumped on. You're listening to the Pulse with Nenana Anderson and Nenana live, coming to you live from Alaska, up in the interior of Alaska. I have co-host Tucson Scott on, and also Roughwoods Rick from Nenana. I just had to throw that out there. I just make sure that I welcome the guests, the new people that are listening to the show. But you're right. You're right. I mean, I've taken some first class flights that have been totally amazing. I mean, the full stretch out, just enjoyable flights.
Yep.
When I did my run down to Phoenix, I went in comfort class on Delta, and then Platinum bumped me to first class. Both flights to Phoenix, from here to Seattle. And then Seattle into Phoenix, I got bumped to first. And then when I brought Ma back, we did the same thing. So it was awesome. Hey, good evening there. Big hello to you and welcome to the Pulse here in Alaska.
Or if you weren't so damn cheap, you would have bought first class tickets in the first place.
You don't have to when you're a platinum member.
well, you can. The way to do it, which is kind of like we'll call it advanced credit card, credit card, witchery at this point. Right. The way to do it, if you want to guarantee that you're going to have the best seat on a plane for, like, say, a long trip, like, aspirational level trip, like you're flying to, Germany or Paris or England, or you're flying into Tokyo and you just want to just live it up. The best way to do it is find the airline, the best airlines that do it, and then transfer your credit card points out into that airline as a transfer partner. Right. And then when you do that, your points value will most likely at minimum double. Right. So just think of it, you're going to get whatever you were going to buy anyway for half the cost. Right. That's the way to do it. It's irritating and it's not fun to do.
It's not fun, but it works. I mean, look at you. You bought $69 tickets to get to Alaska, and you were flying Comfort Plus by the time.
Right. Was it this time I did it? It was.
Yeah, it was.
So I rode
tickets from Tucson that are like $70 and come with a free beer and a toaster oven. And by the time he's checking in, he's Comfort Plus with free beer, and free alcohol.
And got a hot dog cooker out of the deal.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I forgot that. So yeah, when I flew there this time, I did the flight from Seattle, Comfort Plus, $69.
Yeah.
When I flew home, it was not that same price. I paid pretty much what you would expect I would pay. Probably by the end, I probably paid over $400 actually. And it was because it was like about a little over $300 for the flight, and then I bumped one to Comfort Plus. The other one, I couldn't get another seat on the plane. There's just no way. Yeah, that was the one out of Fairbanks. Right. So when I left, that one was like, and I don't think it was full. I think I still saw some empty seats, but they were behind me, not in front of me.
They were back in JJ24 in the screaming baby section.
Right.
Where you get the full effect of the toilet rattling your chair. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
I don't like to sit in economy. Every time I sit in economy, I feel like, I don't know, like I'm sitting there, my hand,
white trash.
you sit there and like, only when I sit in economy do I get excited when the lady comes with the peanuts or the crackers or cookies.
They come once in a 4-hour flight, and you're like sitting
right
there folding
and
your
you're just like
hands
so
going,
excited.
"Come
You're like
on."
I'm like shaking, like, oh my gosh, it's about to happen. She's pushing. Oh, the cart just got one seat closer.
Right.
And then you're like, I wonder who's going to serve me. Is it going to be the stewardess in the front or the lady in the back? Like,
Right.
like by the time the cart gets there,
You're landing.
right.
Welcome to coach.
I've had that before. Like, you sit in that's kind of a terrible place. Economy seat, but right behind business class, right?
Oh, that's rough. Yeah, because they bump
Right.
up to business class and then turn around and go the other way.
Right. What they'll do is they take forever to get you anything: water, food, drinks, snacks. And then when they give it to you, I swear, like 10 minutes later, they'll be like, give me your trash. Give me your trash now. We're going to land.
Right.
I just opened my bag of peanuts.
Right. That's exactly right too.
You're sitting there like like you feel like you're in prison. You're sitting there with your bag of peanuts. You open it up real quick. You eat all the peanuts. You lick your finger and you rub it around inside the bag. Make sure you get all of it out of there.
The crumbs and the salt.
And the sad part is you only get 3 peanuts out of the deal.
Right. You get a bag that could hold, a good handful. You open it up, you're all excited, and there's like 3 peanuts in there.
So here's a good one from the last time. So this is it, coming out of Fairbanks. I'm in line behind a girl who has a guitar.
Okay.
And I have a guitar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're like near the end of the line. Like we're those people who like just barely showed up, right? Yeah. And so I watch her get on the plane, and the stewardess like, oh, look, you have a guitar. That's so cool. They're making a big deal about it. And they're like, well, we can put your guitar in our special closet with our coats. And she's like, oh, that's great. Thank you so much. Open the door. And like they close it. She's like, thank you. And they're like, yay, we'll see you in a little bit. And it's like, oh, okay. And I'm like getting excited. Like, I got a guitar. I'm going to get the special treatment. I go on there. The lady literally looks down at her feet and walks into the cockpit.
White trash section. White trash. Exactly, white trash.
White trash section.
So was she. She was behind me. Like I was like row 19. I saw her back in 27.
Right. There you go.
Like, oh my God.
That's funny. Yeah.
Back in the bus for you, mister.
Yeah.
Take that raggedy ass guitar with you.
Yeah. Maybe it's because it was covered in a homemade jean cover.
Probably.
Oh God. Wow. I had you never told me that story yet.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
You were holding back on me.
No, I wasn't holding back. I just haven't had the perfect moment yet.
Right. Here it is.
You had to share it on the show.
Yeah, welcome to the Pulse.
Because I stopped for a second and was like, are you kidding me? Really? That's how I get treated? I was so excited. I was like, he's gonna put my guitar in a little special closet. That's so cool. Like, she just runs away. Oh, guitar, another one. And I don't like guitar people. I already told you that. I hate people who bring guitars on planes. It's irritating. It's annoying. They're like, hey, look at me. I just got finished playing tunes on the beach.
Right. thump,
it's
thump,
just like
as they're
thump,
walking
thump
down
it.
the
Yeah,
aisle.
yeah, exactly. Like thump, thump across all these guys'
The
heads.
movie
Yeah.
Airplane.
So what'd you do with your guitar? You took it to the back of the airplane with you?
No. I threw it in a first class overhead and just walked away.
Oh shit! You should have took it in the back, and you could have just threw a hat down on the pan and been a panhandler.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe you would have gotten extra peanuts.
Yeah. 3 more. Here you go.
3 more. Here you go.
Stop. Take the peanuts.
Right.
I did get a little nervous. So on the same flight, I was sitting in economy, right? And I'm sitting at the window. The guy who had the middle seat, like as we're getting ready to take off, he's a young guy. This guy's like maybe 30, maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
He pulls out like one of those like pill trays that's like for like a week.
Yeah.
Like that, older people.
Is he gobbling them like Pez?
Dude, he opened, like I got nervous because of this. He opened like 4 of them up and he took multiple pills out of 4 different things and ate them all. The guy took 8, 9, 10 pills.
Wow.
And I'm sitting there thinking like, God, I hope they're prescribed. Like, you know what? I hope you have a life-threatening disease, because if you don't, I don't want to sit here anymore. Like, I hope they're keeping you alive. I hope you're not going to go into a psychotic rage in like 10 minutes.
Anxiety.
Like, I just watching them pop one open at a time, pop one open. Oh, pink and whites. I'll take 2 of those. And like,
got the medi tray.
right.
And then Scott gets to the airport. I'm driving away. I'm hitting about Esther. After I drop him off, he calls me up. He goes, dude, I can't find my earbuds with a mic. I can't find my earbuds, period. I guess
I never found them.
You never found them?
Mm-mm. No, I didn't.
So he goes into what store did you go into? I don't know, one of the...
Oh, I should... Twigs?
Twinks? Twitches?
Twigs.
Okay.
The store in Fairbanks. Yeah, in the airport. Twigs.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh! Now I'm remembering our conversation while I'm walking around there. I'm like, I should just shut the hell up. If any of these people hear what I'm talking about right now, I'm going to get beat up.
That was pretty funny.
Continue, earbuds.
Go ahead, earbud.
No.
Earbuds.
Yeah, no. I did. I found earbuds there for $5. They're the worst earbuds ever. But I'm like, 8 hours, $5. That's okay.
Yeah, throw them away when you're done.
Right, and yeah, they're gonna get thrown away. They're awful. But I find that to be a success story, because usually at an airport, when you lose something or you don't have something and you go to buy it at an airport, it's like you literally pay 4 times the cost.
Right.
This was not that.
Yeah, he's buying a $5 pair of earbuds. I said, did you put it on the platinum? He goes, absolutely. There's some points for you. I'm sorry, Scott. We were all off on tangents while he's wandering around in the airport.
Right.
What did they didn't have? They didn't have fireweed licorice.
Yeah, no fireweed licorice, which I literally I started rummaging through stuff at that store. I was like, it's got to be here somewhere. There's no way that they don't have it. And then what did we come up with? Oh, it must be out of season.
Out of season.
Well, the fireweed hasn't grown this year. Maybe they ran out from last year's harvest.
Right. It was classic. He's sitting at the gate. The Alaska Airlines people are all like scrambling over there with all our people and this and that. And you guys' planes only took off like 10 minutes apart. And Alaska Airlines was looking like the Three Stooges over there. And Scott's sitting at the Delta gate. He's going, they ain't even turned on a computer yet over here.
Right.
They just nonchalantly showed up at like 5 minutes to boarding, and it just waltzed you right in. And Alaska's looking like the Three Stooges over there, trying to get people on. It's like, wow.
Well, I remember, I think it was one of the flights. I think it was the flight I took in October.
Yeah.
And I was in Seattle, and they changed the gate after I landed.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. But they changed it like 45 minutes before the plane was going to take off. I was like, okay, that's weird. So I'm walking over, but it's only like 2 gates down. So I walk over, and there's nobody there. I get the message on my phone, and there's nobody there. Like, no, I'm the first person to realize the gate changed. And I walk over, and they've got this huge monitor in front of the gate that just has the blue screen of death on it.
That makes you feel real confident, doesn't it?
Right. And then you see this like girl like run out, and she's like, making the rope barriers like all of a sudden, like, So, so sometimes you find some weird stuff. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with Alaska Airlines. Like
I don't
there's
know.
a lot of people over there. They can't possibly be. What are they shooting 4 planes out at once at the same time?
I don't know.
Why? It doesn't make any sense.
No.
There's way too many people there. Like, even if I was just going to say, all their airplanes are booked, there's at least 3 planes filled with people in that area.
Yeah.
Like, it was a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
a lot more people are flying Alaska Airlines than they fly other airlines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess I get it. It's like, how do I fly on an airplane in Alaska? And, the smart ass will go Alaska Airlines. It's like, it's in the name.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they do. Let's take the screwing and move on. It's exactly right, too. It's so much hype. Alaska Airlines has so much hype. Susie just posted our executive producer. At least he got out. My flight got a lot. Yeah, she got delayed 4 times. That's where Platinum had its privileges.
Right.
Yeah, because she was stuck in Anchorage. She couldn't get a flight out. So they sent her over to a hotel. And I told her, I said, just flash your Platinum card and see what happens. All of a sudden, a manager comes out from the back and says, "Hello, Miss Susie. We have a special room for you." They give her a 2-bedroom suite with a bubble tub, and she wasn't hurting one bit.
Oh,
man.
She's not complaining about being bumped 4 different times now.
No, she was kicking it pretty good at a hotel in style. She's got a bottle of champagne, chocolate covered strawberries. Hell, she's happy. They treated her like a queen. Yeah, because the airlines, of course, popped for her hotel room. But when she got there, that's why I told her. I said, no, now it's time to boost that little bit of power and see what you get out of it. Like, I think they were like the, biggest suite they had, and yeah, she was set.
Well, there's nothing more pathetic than a person with a Platinum card who's crying.
Right.
I found that out before. So. You ever
that story?
No. I'm referring to a video. I don't know if you've ever seen it. There's a lady that's at like a CVS drugstore.
Yeah.
And she's not getting something she wants, and she freaking pulls her Platinum card out. I'm a Platinum member. and she made a scene. She made such a big scene that people walking by started making fun of her, and they had to threaten to call the police on her. It was a viral video for 2 seconds. I guess only if you think a platinum card has a funny side to it, but
it does.
You know,
look at the trip to New York. Tell us about the trip to New York with your platinum card.
oh, I think I've talked about it on here before.
Did you?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, no. Are you talking about the hotel?
Yeah, and getting bumped and stuff when she showed up her card and he went and they looked at you. What did they say to you?
I can't remember, but like I got there and they didn't have my room.
Yeah.
At one point they didn't have my room, and they're like, the lady was like, "Oh, okay, but we see you booked. You booked through American Express." I'm like, "Yeah, booked." She's like, "Okay, we'll just move you up to a corner penthouse up on the 37th floor in New York City." I'm like, okay, whatever. I walk upstairs. I literally put my bags down. Yeah. And I literally walk over to the window, go like, whoa, like, look at this view. There's the Hudson River, like, and my phone rings, and it's the lady from downstairs. She's like, oh yeah, they denied your platinum card.
Yeah.
I'm like,
your platinum card.
Right. And I'm like, oh, I was like, I think I said like, oh, that sucks. and I tell her, okay, well, I guess I'll just call them. She's like, no, don't worry, we'll call them for you.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, call my credit card company for me, sure. Yeah. Like that's cool. I mean, can you call other people for me, like my electrical company, when I don't able to pay my bill? Like so anyway, like she's like, I'll let you know what happens. Then my phone rings like literally like 2-3 minutes later, and it's American Express, and they're like, Mr. Hensel, we just didn't want to do like, it was like retarded. The pre-approval on the room was like 70 something hundred, like 7,600
without knowing it's you.
right. Like, we just wanted to make sure that like this was actually happening for real. And I'm like, yeah, but she told me that she was going to give it to me cheaper, and she's like, yeah, they will. I'm like, okay.
Right.
Like, I was like, because I didn't pick this room, they just gave it to me. She's like, yep, that's what we made sure of that. I'm like, okay.
We made sure they went to bat for you. I mean, that's customer service at its best. Anyway,
right.
Yeah, any way you look at it, I mean.
No, that was a great hotel. Like, I called, I was like, oh, can I take my shoes down to get them polished? And they're like, we're sending somebody up.
Right.
I'm like, I can walk down. I was going to walk down anyway. I wanted to get something at the rest. No. Our shoe boy is up on his way already. He's halfway up there already. Okay.
Yeah. And then you went for a bump up at the airlines, right? And she used her card, and they looked at it like, here you go. Here's a story for you.
Okay. Yeah, this is like one of those stories. So yeah, the girl I was with, she had a Delta Platinum card, and she's like, oh, like, so happy to see you with your Delta Platinum card, but unfortunately, you only get a discount, and your guest isn't free. And I'm like, what about this one? And they're like, we get you both in free for that. That's the card we need to see. What a pleasure to see you, Mr. Hensel. So fantastic. You can put your card away, miss. It's okay.
Talk about this wrong.
I think she said, I think you do get a free bag with that card, though.
Yeah, free bag. Oh my God, it's just so wrong. It's horrible. It's funny. It is. I mean,
yeah. So it's kind of like what me and Brett have talked. We just been talking about this recently. It's like you can get all the crazy travel cards, and all the different programs, like, oh, I'm a Hilton guy and I'm a, Delta dude and all this other stuff. You have all these little programs.
Best Western.
Yeah, but I'm a Best Western cowboy. It's like, platinum cowboy. No matter what, it's like, if you really don't want to do all of those things, the platinum card is good. But it costs a lot of money, and like, we've always talked about it. Like, the one thing that when you're in a bad mood, the platinum card looks like a really expensive coupon book.
Right. It makes you smile every chance you get.
Yeah, but that's like the negative. I would even say that that's kind of the negative of it. Is like sometimes it seems like a oversized, expensive coupon book.
Yeah, that comes with a lot of perks.
Right. And really where it shines, and if you don't fly, don't get it. That's my only advice to anybody. Just use it as your airline card.
Look what Susie wrote in there, after she got bumped into that 2-bedroom penthouse at the hotel. Styling, and she got $50 in food vouchers, bought 2 steak dinners. Exactly.
What do you know what brand of hotel that was?
I think
that did that?
I think she was at Marriott or Hilton. I think it was
Hilton,
Susie. Which one were you at? Let's see which one. Let's see if she pops it up there.
The Marriott's a better one. That was a better one all the time.
Either one.
Well, I think for credit card people, they do like Marriott, but Hilton is a little bit better with the fun stuff.
Yeah.
That's the one that a lot of credit card people will do, because they got like they got those huge sign up bonuses. You do these sign up bonuses to give you like 100,000.
Wow,
yeah.
It was Holiday Inn she was at.
Oh, IHG.
Holiday Inn.
IHG.
Yeah.
I mean, they got great perks if you're platinum or even the Holiday Inn card. I mean, it's kind of, but if you pair it with something, it's like the Hilton card. The best out of the hotel chain is the Hilton Honors card.
I would actually.
Yeah.
I'll throw the IHG card into the basket that you put the Alaska Airlines card.
Right.
It's a great. They do those big, huge offers. Just blow it away with a big offer. Hold on to it for 2 years. But see, the IHG may seem a little more rewarding because if you do that offer and you stack up all those points,
right?
Like IHG's got like the good destinations. You could like go to an island.
Yeah, you could go to Tahiti
for free. Yeah, you could stack up a bunch of points and get like a room that's like $1,500 a night, for free by just using your card. Yeah. So it's not bad.
All right, guys,
but it's not.
What's that, Rick?
I'm gonna bail off. I'm starting to crash here.
Are you? You starting to fade out? That's all right. I'm starting to wind things down anyway. Rick, all right. Thank you for joining tonight. Appreciate you as always. And enjoyed our time together.
Thanks for coming up to the Nenana days there, Scott. It was awesome.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
It was really, really cool. Later. All right, I'm going to flush you out. All right, Rick?
Me. Good night, all.
Good night, Rick. All right, we're sending Rick out.
So Susie says she has the IHG card.
She has an IHG card?
She says I have one. I have that one too.
Yeah. I mean, I've got the IHG rewards card, but I don't have their credit card.
Oh yeah. It was the credit. I was speaking of the credit card because the credit card is like, if every once in a while they'll do like,
card.
They'll do like a 100,000 points or whatever it is, and you could do island hopping.
Right. I mean, I've got my Marriott one, which is through the roof. When you spend 2 weeks a month at one of their, I did that for almost a year when I was in Albuquerque. I was spending 2 weeks a month down there at Marriott, at one of their, resorts. And I tell you what, that builds up points like real quick. I was a platinum member in no time.
Yeah, and the only advantage over that in saying, okay, I'll just go get one of their cards, is it's better to hold your points on a credit card system than it is on a reward system. Like that, it really is, because I have IHG, right? Like I'm on their rewards program, but like if you don't use it, or you only use it every once in a while, it seems like there's no advantage, and you're not really getting any discount. But if you have their credit card, you do, right? You automatically do.
Yeah.
So I guess that's really the big difference. Hilton Rewards. Actually, if she's got Hilton Rewards and she's got her own Amex account, and she signs up for the Hilton Rewards through the Amex card, I think they'll bump her status up one.
Yeah.
Like whatever it's at right now, they'll go up one. Like, so she's gold, go platinum or whatever.
Yeah.
Automatically. I think they do that. So, because I know that's it. Like, I have like platinum rewards with Hilton. It's like I stayed there like once in the last 2 years. Like,
right.
Like, how do I still have it?
Yeah, exactly. How do they? Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean. I do. I mean, it's all just a game. It's all just one big game. But if you're the top of the heap with the game, you always come out on top, big time. So I collected points for hotels and air travel. Yeah, Susie, she used to travel a lot. She used to travel a lot. Like I did. Same way.
Yeah.
Traveling for work, it was like, why not? And you got points for everything you did anyway.
Right. And if you got one of those companies that allow you to use your own stuff,
right?
Every once in a while you run in.
Yeah, we did good on that. Yeah.
I'm like, don't book it for me. let me do it.
Right, exactly.
It'll be cheaper, and I'll get to stay in a better place, because you travel people are just awful.
Garbage, BCD travel, and what's the other, Concur that we had to deal with?
Oh yeah. But when at the end of the place that we both worked at, weren't they using American Express or no?
Yes, they were. That's how I got into the. Weren't we just talking about that when I took the trip to Houston for the business meeting?
Yeah.
Now everyone's staying at like the Roach Motel, this and that. I'm down there for a week, and I'm at the Waldorf in Houston. Yeah, JP goes, yeah, I'll just pick you up at the hotel. I'm all, okay. You go, where are you staying? I'm at the Waldorf.
But even that with the fancy American Express name connected to the travel agency, you still would do better if you had the platinum and you were able to book yourself. You would go cheaper and you would go better, high quality places, better airlines, everything, just by being a platinum member. Like the Amex travel is good because it's nice and clean and nothing's bad, right? None of the hotels will be bad. Like you said, you could pick the Waldorf.
Yeah.
Can't even say it right now. Waldorf Astoria.
The Waldorf Astoria. Yeah.
What is it? Wally Astro?
Yeah, exactly. It's yeah. I mean, it was the bomb. I mean, I had a 2-bedroom suite with a veranda, and I mean, it was awesome, in Houston. And and they're staying at like Super 8 and stuff.
Oh my God.
Waldorf extended stay suites and this and that, and I'm like, they're bringing me breakfast every morning, and making sure my shirts are pressed and everything else. And,
oh my gosh.
And they're down there eating granola and and yogurt, and I'm having, T-bone steak and eggs sent up every morning as part of the package,
Yeah.
Makes a huge difference, big time, All right. Well, I think Scott, it was great having you here in Alaska. I was glad you got to come spend some time with us. and look forward to it again.
I'll be back.
Oh, I know you're coming back. A couple months you'll be back. So
yeah,
it's going to be really nice. Let's see here. Someone just sent me another message here. I was just wishing us a good night. And thank you for the entertainment tonight. Well, let me give a shout out from me and my co-host Tucson Scott. I want to thank everyone for listening to us on the air, and our downloads are through the roof again. I appreciate all the support we get here at the Pulse in Anderson and Nenana, and our live shows happening every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. That's Alaska time. I want to give a shout out to everyone. Hey, we didn't hear from Praveen tonight. He must have got busy.
No, I thought about that earlier.
Yeah. So let's give a shout out to Praveen and, of course, all our listeners that are outside the U.S., which we have plenty of them. We have India. We have Romania. We've got Taiwan, Japan. What else do we got? The UK, Britain, Ireland, Scotland. We've got them everywhere. Yeah, South Africa.
Other foreign countries like, California. That's another
right.
foreign country.
Yeah, we do. We've got them in California. We have listeners. Shout out to those people in Washington that keep tabs on us. We have plenty of listeners in the state of Washington. And thank you for keeping tabs on us here in Alaska. And hope you guys enjoy the show. We do. We've got a lot of listeners. I want to give a special shout out. We've got some that we haven't heard from for a while. Let's give it out to Pink Squirrel out there. Who else do we have? We got Boogie Nights, who we haven't heard from in a while. Captain Jimmy down in Texas. We got a bunch of listeners, and appreciate all those that support the show here. So I do got a fun song for our exit tonight. Yes, I did say Pink Squirrel. Yep, definitely. And Boogie Nights, we haven't heard from him in a while. I miss Boogie Nights. He's a good old boy, He's funny as heck. We do. It's amazing the listeners we've got. We've got some amazing people. It's really cool. All right, let's see here. I gotta throw out any other news other than just a reminder for Clear Sky Lodge, open Tuesday through Sunday, 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. Closed on Mondays, and grill is open till 9 p.m. They got the pool tournament kicking off this Friday at 7 p.m. Also, we got Rough Woods in Nenana, open 6 days a week, closed on Tuesdays, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and serving some good food there, including breakfast all day, which I enjoy. Weather report, look outside, it's still dumping snow. Welcome to spring, right? It's Scott, you missed it. You missed the snow. Extra couple days, man. You could have stayed here and gotten buried with the rest of us. It lied to us. Yeah, you're back.
I still have never seen a moose.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
Oh,
I still have never seen a moose.
Wow.
I don't want to force it.
Right? You don't want to force your moose.
I don't know.
Never force your moose. Susan, I was talking to her this morning. She's like hitting like herds of them right now. She's been running the Cantwell route from Ely to Cantwell. And, yeah, she's hitting like groups of them. Yeah, see, she just posted you should have went to Cantwell. Right there everywhere. I seen something this morning. I think I saw 3 this morning in between here and Nenana. But yeah,
maybe they're allergic to pickles.
They may be, or fireweed licorice, one or the other.
Right.
Well, we'll get to some moose when you get back down. Hey, you did have moose, though. You saw a moose.
I ate it
in your bowl.
Yeah. That was delicious. That was wonderful.
Yeah, Susie just wrote, you ate moose. We had teriyaki moose stir fry.
Now we know why they're not coming around. They're smelling it on my breath.
Right, exactly.
They're like, stay away from that guy.
Right. He ate Ed. Right. Oh, that is funny. 33 in one field alone. They were everywhere. Yeah, they are.
Wow.
They're moving around. Warm weather, gets them moving around again. So
I'll see them next time.
Oh yeah. Definitely Bullwinkle. That's like, I always tease Ma about that.
So we got to start talking about things that are going on in this summer, essentially, like what's going on in May, what's going on in June, some of the events that are going on, and see if we can pull something together. Because I want to like stay for a while if I come out again. So
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, these layover trips are starting to get to you, aren't they? It's like, I don't want to go home.
Right. It's okay if it's like it's just even this last trip, it felt like at minimum I should have stayed for like 3 more days.
Oh yeah.
Like at minimum, like that's like how I felt. It's just too much of a trip. It's almost like for every hour that you fly somewhere, you should probably stay there a day.
Right.
To fully recover. Like I'm not even kidding. Like if it takes like 7 hours to fly somewhere, you should probably stay there for 7 days.
Right.
Because you got your first days gone.
Yeah.
Sometimes two.
Right. Yeah. And when you're flying in and out on red eyes, it kills a day anyway.
I mean, I slept 10 hours overnight, since yesterday.
Right.
And I never sleep that much.
Right. You were playing catch up. Well, we were scrambling pretty good while you were here. We didn't stop.
Yeah.
We crammed in what we could.
Right.
We definitely crammed in what we could. And no, you're right. The next time we need to make it longer and make sure that you're able to, and you got to remember things are going to be open. Denali's going to be open. The boardwalk's going to be open up there. There's going to be plenty of stuff. Some amazing stuff. Map it out. I'll throw a car key at you. Enjoy. You don't always have to wait for me, right? Think about it.
Man, you know what? If rental cars weren't so expensive right now, I would totally just say I would love to like fly into Anchorage, and I've never traveled that road. Just drive myself up there.
The problem is just trying to find a rental car anywhere right now.
Right. Like you can find them here, and they're not that expensive, but like almost every other state, there's problems.
Right.
Like I even heard there's problems in Texas. Like if you might find a compact car, but don't think you're going to find anything else. You're not going to find large cars or like vans or anything like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I know when travel shut down, they sold off all their stuff, and now they can't replace it.
Right. It's exactly what happened.
Exactly.
So it's ridiculous. And now they can't. I've even heard that some can't afford to buy them.
I don't doubt it. I mean, Enterprise is one of the largest, right? You got Terminal 4 Enterprise in Phoenix. Okay, 5,600 cars in Phoenix alone at the hub.
Right.
Okay, we're not talking outline enterprises, like in Mesa or through Phoenix, standalone stores. We're talking just at the airport, 5,600 cars. Okay, is their normal hold there.
Yeah.
And I think they're in the hundreds. They got nothing.
Right.
Yeah, they got nothing. I mean, you're better off.
You'll get something though in Phoenix. You'll get something. Like you're not going to get what you want though.
No.
It's almost like when you rent a car in Phoenix right now, you just say, "I want to rent a car. How much is it going to cost?" Like you don't get the choices of anything anymore.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And most likely you're going to get like a Nissan Maxima is I think like the most common car that people rent now. I mean, that's it. But yeah, there was COVID was weird. It's like everybody thought that they weren't going to need as many.
Right.
They didn't expect the value of cars to shoot through the roof.
Yeah.
So you're right. They did year-end sellouts in 2020.
Yeah.
And then in 2021 is when you probably first heard about the rising cost and the rental car situation. You have that other thing. What is it you were talking about an awful lot?
Turo.
Yeah.
Turo's hot and heavy here in the summertime.
Yeah.
But it's not cheap. It's not cheap. Matter of fact, they have Turos that are set up in Denali already. If you get on,
I know you could almost start your own business through that, right?
You could. If you got an extra car and want to make some money, yeah, you could. But
well, I was thinking like 3 or 4 cars. That's what I was.
Yeah, no, you could. You could do very well on it. Very well. You know, you just got to remember that, you know, whatever's driving your car is what you're going to get.
Right.
So, you know, your car could be driven like a skateboard at the X Games. You don't know. You know?
And you have to pay. You have to let your insurance company know you're doing that, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So and that's not necessarily
well, you
cheap.
don't have to if you carry Turo's binder. Yeah. So you're okay. You know,
because I've heard that before. Like if you do rideshare, which is totally voluntary, it's not like it's like you just do a rideshare for people who are commuting for work.
Right.
Like your insurance company finds out about, they'll double your insurance.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, why? Because there's people in my car. Like, it's not like a big deal. Like, yeah, because usually rideshare is like the 3 or 4 people who do ride sharing, they switch off cars anyway.
Right.
So it's not even that big of a deal. But yeah, I've heard problems with that too.
Yeah. All righty.
Well, all right. Are you going to wrap it up?
I'm going to wrap it up. You want me to send you out?
Sure.
All right. Tucson Scott, thank you for being with me tonight. Thanks for being my co-host as always. And
thank you for having me.
You want your tune? You want your music playing as you exit?
Sure.
There you go. Tucson Scott.
Hey. See y'all later.
Sing it, man. Come on. Let's hear it.
They're not really lyrics.
All right, Scott. Thank you tonight. And I'll be talking to you soon.
All right. See you later.
All right. Good night, my friend. All right. Thank you, everybody, who joined the show tonight. It was an awesome show, as usual. Thank you for all the support here. Once again, thank you for all those listeners. Remember, our show is on Wednesdays. When I do have the show, sometimes I get pulled away. But Wednesdays, 6:30 p.m. Alaska time. And for all those that support the Pulse here, I want to thank you. Also, a shout out. Just remember, Clear Sky Lodge is open Tuesday through Sunday, 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. and closed on Mondays. Grill is open till 9, and we also have the pool tournament coming up this Friday at 7 p.m. Also, we've got Roughwoods in Nenana open. Everyone's shooting me messages right now. Yes, I thank you. We got Roughwoods open 6 days a week, closed on Tuesdays, open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. serving breakfast all day. I want to thank you guys all for the support here at the show. I got one more song for you on the way out. For all those wondering out there, yes, I am licensed to play music. I do have licenses with ASCAP and BMI. So that's how I'm lucky enough to play music for you. Anyway, I appreciate all the support. With that, you guys all be safe out there. I look forward to seeing you again next Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Once again, this is Denali Burrow Brett. I am signing off. Please be safe out there and be kind. Thanks again, everybody. Good night, all.
she was an American girl, raised on promises. She couldn't help thinking that there was a little more life somewhere else. After all, it was a great big world with lots of places to run to. Yeah, then she had to die trying. She had one little promise she was gonna keep. Oh yeah, alright. Take it easy, baby. Make it last all night. She was an American girl. Well, it was kinda cold that night. She stood alone on the balcony. Yeah, she could hear the cars roll by at old 441, like waves crashing on the beach. And for one desperate moment there, he crept back in her memory. God, it's so painful, something that is so close, it's still so far out of reach. Oh yeah, alright. Take it easy, baby. Make it last all night. She was an American girl.